chapter number 6 of geography, the natural vegetation and wildlife. But before beginning with the chapter, let us discuss the story of the girl named Salima that is present in your book at the beginning of the chapter. So according to the girl's story, once she had gone to a trip to Himachal, and on her way she noticed that the area just before the mountain area, it was completely different. Okay, the temperature was different, the climate was different, and also the trees over there were different. The trees growing over there, the natural vegetation was different. But as soon as she started climbing up the mountainous area, what did she notice? She noticed the coniferous types of tree. The cone-shaped trees were present over there, and the climate was a bit different. But as soon as they reached on the top of the hilly area, she noticed that it was cold, and once again the temperature was different. So from this story we come to know that the earth, that is not the same everywhere. Somewhere we are having different landforms. There are plains, there are mountains, there are plateaus, okay, there are hilly areas. So accordingly the temperature and climate is not the same. From this story we have come to know that the natural vegetation and wildlife, it depends on multiple factors. What type of trees grow in an area depend on certain factors. What type of wildlife is present over there, it depends on certain factors like the height of the land, that is the altitude of the place above the sea level, the places above the sea level, okay, the climate of that area, what type of climate is suitable for what type of vegetation and what type of animals. Number 3, the temperature and moisture present in that area, and number 4, the thickness of the soil present in these area. So all these factors affect the growth of natural vegetation and wildlife in area that are related. Dear children, now that we have discussed about the factors that affect the natural vegetation and climate of a place, alright, now we are going to discuss about the classifications of natural vegetation. How many types of natural vegetations are available? So natural vegetation can be broadly categorized into 3 types. Number 1 is the forest. What are forests? Forests are those areas where the trees grow very close to each other. And forests are found in the areas of high temperature and heavy rainfall, where along with the high temperature, heavy rainfall is also available. Number 2 are the grasslands. What are the grasslands? The grasslands are the grasses, a type of grasses that grow in the areas where there is moderate rain. Moderate means neither too heavy nor too low. And lastly we have the shrubs. Shrubs are the small bushes that grow in the areas of dry region, in the areas where there is less rainfall or no rainfall. So shrubs grow in the areas of the dry region. Now children, we are going to discuss about the different types of forest. Firstly, we will discuss about tropical evergreen forest. To understand about these types of forest, let us divide the name into 3 parts. Number 1, tropical. Number 2, evergreen. And number 3, forest. What is meant by the term tropical? It means the area or the region that is around the equator, that is near the equator or somewhere between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Evergreen means, as the name is telling, it means that place that remains green throughout the year. And what is meant by forest? It means area that is covered with trees that are grown very close to each other. These areas have good temperature, means high temperature, and they have plenty of rainfall, means they have the heavy rainfall. So what are the characteristics of these forests? Let us discuss. Number 1, these forests, the tropical evergreen forests are also known as tropical rainforest. The trees of these forests, they do not shed their leaves throughout the year and remain green. That is why it is named tropical evergreen forest. These trees form a canopy. They overlap each other and they form a canopy, and it prevents the sunlight from entering these forests. That is why the stem of these trees, the trees that are found in these forests, the stem is having much moisture. And which trees are found in these forests? The hardwood trees like ebony, rosewood and mahogany are found in the tropical rainforest. That is the tropical evergreen forest. So children, the second type of forest that we are going to discuss is the tropical deciduous forest. To understand this, let us break the name of these forests into three parts. Number one, tropical. What does the word tropical means? It means the region that is around the equator or somewhere between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Deciduous. It means the leaves of these trees shed their leaves during a particular season, that is the dry season. And what is a forest? It is an area that is covered with trees that are located very close to each other. It is the area with high temperature and heavy rainfall. So now let us look at the characteristics of these forests. Number one, these forests are also known as the monsoon forest. The trees of these forests, they shed their leaves during a particular season, that is the dry season. Animals like tigers, lions, elephants, lagoons and monkeys are very common over here. And what type of trees are found in these forests? Hardwood trees like sal, teak, neem and shisham are found in the tropical deciduous forest. Now children, we move on to the next type of forest, that is the temperate evergreen forest. What does the word temperate means? It means the area of the temperate zone, that is between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle, or in the south between the Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle. Evergreen means the area, the trees that remain green throughout the year, and forest means the area that is covered with trees that are grown very close to each other with high temperature and heavy rainfall. So in these type of forests, both the hardwood and the softwood trees are found. Next we move on to next type of forest, that is the temperate deciduous forest. Similarly, temperate means these forests are found in the temperate zone, that is between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle and between the Tropic of Capricorn or the Antarctic Circle. Deciduous means the leaves of these trees, they shed in a particular season only, and it is a forest, it is a kind of forest where trees are grown very close to each other, the temperature is high and there is heavy rainfall. Now children, moving on to the next type of forest, that is the coniferous forest. Where are the coniferous forests found? These are located between the frigid zone and the temperate zone, and we can say that these are located between 50° to 70° northern latitude. Alright, these forests are also known as taiga, and the trees like chin, pine and cedar are found in these forests. The wood of these trees is very useful in getting the pulp from which the different types of materials are made, like newspapers, matchboxes are also made from the wood of these trees. So this was all about the forest. Next we will move on to the types of grasslands. Dear children, now that we have discussed about the types of forest, we are going to discuss about the grasslands. There are two grasslands, tropical grasslands and the temperate grasslands. Firstly, we will discuss about the tropical grasslands. So where are the tropical grasslands found? These are located near the equator and they extend up to the tropical zone. These grasslands, they grow in the areas of moderate to low rainfall. Alright, the grasses here are very long. There are about grasslands. The animals like elephants, zebras, giraffe, etc. are found here. Next we move on to the next type of grassland, that is the temperate grassland. So temperate grassland, where do these grasslands grow? The temperate grasslands are found in the mid-latitudinal zone, that is between the interior of the continents, and the grasses here is not so long, just like the tropical grassland. The grasses here is short and it is nutritious also. And the animals like wild buffaloes, bisons and antelopes are found in the temperate grasslands. Now children, lastly we have the thorny bushes. So we all might be aware that where are these thorny bushes found? Yes, these are found in the dry desert-like regions. Okay, and why these bushes grow there? Because in the dry regions, in the deserts, there is scanty rainfall or no rainfall at all, and because of the scorching heat of the sun, there is less water available. That is why the thorny bushes grow in the desert regions. So this was all about the chapter. I hope the chapter is clear to you.